Woo, what's going on, y'all? It's your boy RickyMoto. Welcome back to yet another video. Oh boy, I am so excited because the build for the R7 is finally starting. As you guys know, this bike has been stock for the longest time now. Everyone's like, yo, build this bike out already. The only mod, quote unquote, that's been done to the bike is literally just this decal on here and a GoPro mount. But other than that, everything on this bike has been untouched. But yeah, anyways, I got some parts from TST Industries. So I got like 3 things over here. I'm gonna be separating it into multiple videos. Over here we have the TST Industries Fender Eliminator. Now they have different versions of it. They have like a normal one, they have like a low mount, which is the one I got right here, and then they also have like an adjustable mount, which is also kind of similar to the regular one. Also got the integrated turn signals, which I'm going to do another video on, so I'm going to put that aside. For this video, I wanted to start off with the Fender Eliminator, came with 2 stickers. So here we have the bracket. This is the license plate bracket, this long sort of slab, a couple of bolts in here, and then we have this little template bracket piece that goes inside the bike, because this actually requires some drilling. And also, I don't know 100% what this is. I'm assuming this is the closeout plate. I thought this was sold separately, but they included it, it seems like. Basically, a quick little rundown. We got to take apart this whole entire tail piece over here, get rid of the seat. And then basically underneath this seat, there's like a little area that you put the bracket in, and you drill a hole through it. And it basically bolts in from right underneath here where the brake reservoir is. So far, took the seat off, a couple of the tail pieces. I just took whatever bolt I saw, like this here. There was one on the bottom over here. Took off whatever was in this area over here. So this is what we're working with. I decided to just get rid of every bolt possible and clear out the entire tail. Now, if you guys want to see a more detailed sort of, installation, go and check out TST Industries' actual tutorial video. I was gonna do like an in-depth, tutorial, but there's just way too many steps to this thing. So I'm just going to install it and show you guys the results. But basically, I got rid of the whole entire tail piece. And this is the ECU right here. This is what you would bring in to tune it, basically, if you want. Now, you just have to get this out of its socket. It's just held in by like a rubber clip, basically. And underneath there should be bolts to release the tail, as well as the signals. I'm going to just put that aside. So down here, there are a couple cables tucked away. All right, so we got the ECU out, and down here there are a couple cables. There are 4 cables, 3 of which is powering the license plate light, the 2 turn signals, and one of them is the brake light. So you don't want to get rid of the brake light. Over here, I can see the wire, the thick wire is for the tail light, and just guiding that along, I don't want to disconnect whatever that's hooked up to. Release that, and from here, you can actually release the 4 bolts on the back. That way this whole entire tail piece is going to just fall right out. So now we have the OEM fender officially off, and we're going to be putting in the closeout plate down in this hole. And this basically just cleans it up and makes it look a lot more seamless instead of like this jagged weird hole in here. So the closeout piece, basically the long piece, slots in to the bracket, and there are 2 bolts that go in from the top down. So as you can see from the top, that's the bolt right there, another one on the other side, and they just tighten down. So now we're looking into the bottom of the seat. So we gotta get rid of this fuse box and then put on this clip, which is basically the template of where we're gonna drill the holes in order to mount the actual license plate bracket. All right, so we're gonna put this aside, and basically this right here slides over and sits pretty flush. So that is a template. The 3 holes that it has is where you're gonna drill. Alrighty. So as you can see, we have the bracket installed, drill the holes, put the 2 bolts through, and on the other side, basically I connected that new bracket onto the bolts. This is not really adjustable. I wish it can kind of go deeper in like that, but I can either bend this down or put like my own custom made spacers over here to kind of bend it a little bit further in. But look at how much stuff we had to take off just to do that. Freaking nuts. Whew. Alrighty, so here is the completed look. It's actually a completely different day. I forgot to shoot an outro. Oh my gosh, this guy is bugging out. I zip tied the plate onto the bracket on top. And because I didn't really like the way it was angled, I wanted it to be a little bit deeper and more flush with the actual panel, so it's like even with this. So I zip tied the bottom of the plate to the side of the bike on the frame over here on each side, and that kind of angles it down a little further. There's a little bit of a flex on a license plate, so it's kind of curved. But yeah, from a far view, you can still kind of see it. So if I'm driving on the road, it's still technically legal, but I don't think cameras can see it, which, I mean, I don't want to promote any illegal activity, but I mean, you get the point, you know. Low mount, the closeout plate is right there. It looks really clean on the tail piece. Only thing I don't like is how it kind of sticks out. Now, I don't know if it's because I didn't install it or align it properly. Maybe it is supposed to sit flush because it is kind of angled like this, and then, you know, it moves. So I do think I'm supposed to align it like that instead of letting it dangle. So another day I'll probably like readjust this, make it more flush, and then kind of keep it in there. It really enhances just the tail look, and your focus to the back just comes to the tail rather than that fender piece. But yeah, guys, I'll leave a link in the description below if you guys want to check out the part from TST Industries. I haven't yet installed the turn signals, which I'll do in another video. But yeah, the build is starting to come along, and I can't wait to fully build it out during the summer. Full bolt-on tune, you already know. But yeah, make sure to like, comment, and subscribe. It's been your boy RickyMoto, and I'll see you in the next video. Peace.